Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. I'm so excited for this video just because when we had done it last time you guys really liked it. I feel like you guys just really enjoyed it because more than the normal amount of people that watch my video, more than that amount had seen it. So I was like, you know what, like it's only fair just to do a part 2 of this video. Obviously, if you haven't seen that one yet, check it out because everything that has been spoken about in that video will definitely not get repeated in this video. We won't waste any time and we will get right into today's video. So what does being feminine mean? Literally Google this. Being feminine is having traits such as sensitivity, sweetness, supportiveness, gentleness, warmth, cooperativeness, expressiveness, modesty, humility, empathy, affection, tenderness, and being emotional, kind, helpful, devoted, and understanding has been cited as stereotypically feminine. I feel like my whole life I have just been angry, miserable, depressed, sad, everything that is quite the opposite of being feminine. I have been that. I'm not even joking when I tell you guys, like up until like last couple of years I literally had no idea what feminine meant and what it meant as a woman. Like, how do I become feminine? Like, I had zero idea. I was just angry, miserable, sad. I would just blame other people for my actions, stuck in the situation, and I'd just be blaming the situation, but I never took action. I was never in my soft feminine era that I finally am this year. I feel like this year I'm mastering everything. Like anything that I talk about in my YouTube videos, I'm finally actually living that in reality as well. Whereas the past few years was just like knowing myself, growing myself more, and just being in my loving myself journey, which is so easy and you all think that we would love ourselves, but I really did not love myself. Let's get right into today's video. So we will be talking about 10 different points on how to be feminine, and each and every point is so important. It has helped me so much in my journey to be feminine. So I really hope that it will, guys, at least hopefully 1 to 2 points will definitely help you guys. Number 1 is practicing self-care for radiance. I will always say this: if you want to be in your feminine era, it is definitely more than just face masks. It's more than just getting your hair done. It's more than just getting your nails done, your petty 10 step of a skincare routine. It is way more than that. Because why does that even matter? Because when you're around people, you still show zero self-love. You are still continuously putting yourself down. You still have zero confidence, and your hygiene routine isn't even up there. So what even is the point to, on the outside, make yourself look like you're it, but on the inside a lot of work needs to be done. That needs to be done. We are talking about that. So by the end of this video you will know exactly what to do step by step, and you will finally be in your happy soft feminine era. Self-care starts from within. It is so simple as just taking care of your oral hygiene, and that is literally the bare minimum which we can do. It is brushing twice, it's flossing, it is scraping your tongue every morning because that is what causes the bad breath every morning. It is bare minimum, like at least washing your hair twice a week, if not at least once a week. Oiling your hair is so good for you because it just conditions the hair. It gives your hair the nutrients that we normally wouldn't, because we do tend to use so many chemicals on our hair. For example, shampoo has so many chemicals, conditioner, and then the overnight hair mask, or you name it, everything has so much just chemicals these days in your products that we use, even in our skincare, our hair care. So it's so important to just do a little hair mask, and that is something so natural which can literally just be done with oil. It is having confidence within yourself, even if you have to fake it till you make it, because the other person does not know. The other person will know what you show them, and if you walk in that room head high and back straight and you just walk in there, people will believe that. Whatever you show them, they will believe that. They don't know you. They have no idea. They do not know that you're actually someone that has zero confidence and you have no idea how to be out there. You're actually a very shy person. No, they don't need to know that. You walk in that room and you tell them who you are, or just fake it till you make it. And honestly, before you know it, it's all just going to become so natural to you that you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even recognize yourself by that. So really just ask yourself, how is my self-care routine going? Am I really looking after my mental health, am I really showing myself that self-love? Make up a little routine and stick to that routine. It can be simple, it can be basic, but as long as you're just doing the very bare minimum, I promise you will be taking your self-care routine a little further every time. I promise you, sometimes basic works more than like just jumping into the extreme, because that way it'll just be all over the place and you will lose yourself. So instead of just jumping in the deep end, start slow. Number 2 is move with elegance. Confidence plays a huge role in moving with elegance. When you, for example, we are at a restaurant, okay, and you are meeting your friend at the restaurant. So when you walk in, instead of rushing, instead of looking around, where's my friend, where is my friend, like, oh my god, everyone's probably looking at me, I probably look like an idiot, oh my god, I don't know where my friend is, I don't know where I'm going, maybe I should instead, we are moving with elegance. We are taking our time. We walk into that restaurant, we are taking our time, we are scanning the room. Where is our friend? We are looking for her. Slowly scanning the room, head high, back straight, slowly scanning the room, slowly walking. Even when we see a friend, slowly walking over, or like, you know, I'm not even saying like slowly walk over, like some of us, we like to be rushed, you know, some of us do like to walk faster, but you know, maybe just like take your time, don't rush it too much, because feminine energy is all about just taking it a little bit slower. And I'm not saying like just change yourself and just become like so slow or whatever, no, because we are all different and that is completely fine. And just take your time, slowly walk, because you know, this is not like you're rushing to work, this is literally you seeing a friend. Just take your time. Sometimes it's nice to just take your time as well. Life doesn't always have to be right. And then once we spot our friend, we are very confidently just slowly walking over and sitting down. How simple was that? We didn't even have to rush. When we actually rush, we tend to muck things up more than we would when we actually take our time, when we actually take a deep breath. I know sometimes scenarios can be stressful, and literally take this example and use it for anything. Maybe you're going to the movies, you're meeting someone at the train station, anything. Like, use this example for anything. Like I said, I'm not saying this to impress someone else. Life doesn't always have to be rushed. You are seeing your friend at a restaurant. This is not a marathon. You don't need to stress, you don't need to run around. Most importantly, elegant movement reflects your own self-respect for yourself, that you're not always rushing yourself and you're not always walking fast paced, and you're actually enjoying yourself, enjoying your own pace, and actually not considering into the fact that you have any external pressure. Number 3 is embrace feminine colors and accessories. This one is very personal, and if it's not for you, that's okay, because it wasn't for me until a couple years back, maybe 3 or 4 years back. I absolutely hated gold. Like, I was like, this is so gross. But as I grew up, I have never really been a jewelry person up until now. But as I grew up, I just really liked diamonds, or I really liked silver. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love diamonds, but I'm just not a silver jewelry girl anymore. I love my gold jewelry. Growing up, I hated it, and I would always wear silver if I did wear anything. And then, yeah, I feel like I just didn't really see how rich our culture was. Like, even just being a brown girl, like, I feel like even back in the day, this is how our mothers, our grandmothers, they didn't have money, or they didn't work back in the day, and I feel like this is how they invested money, and that was buying gold, you know, passing it on to your daughter, passing it on to your granddaughter, or your daughter-in-law, or anything. And I feel like that's so beautiful, because even back then they were investing in a way. They didn't have money, but this was their form of investing, which is amazing. Like, it's not just gold, there's more to the story than just gold. But now I absolutely love gold. Not only is it great for investment, but I feel like just on our skin color, it just looks so pretty. And yeah, if you're not a jewelry person, like, that's fine, but for me, it just makes me feel so feminine just having some bangles. Like, this bracelet, I would wear 24/7. Like, this is my like go-to bracelet, and my ring, the promise ring that I got myself, and just like having some staple earrings. I feel like it doesn't even have to be complicated. I was never a jewelry person. It took me ages to get used to my bracelet, and then my ring was so annoying for weeks, and I finally got used to it, and now I absolutely love it. And every time I look at my hands, I'm like, oh, it just looks so pretty having your nails done, and just the jewelry makes you look so pretty. It just adds that little, I don't know, just adds that little extra happiness when I look at my hands, or when like my bangles are dangling. So yeah, I am absolutely a jewelry person. So if you haven't tried that out, maybe give it a go. Maybe you will like it, because I absolutely didn't like it, but now I love it. And color wise, I absolutely love pink. Pink has been my favorite color. It's not just any pink, it's baby pink. I feel like just having the color that you love as a girl just adds that little bit of spark in your life, that some excitement. Number 4 is practice gratitude every day. If you don't have a double story house, make sure that you are staying grateful for your single story house. If you don't have a supercar, make sure you are grateful for that normal car that you have. If you don't have that job that you have wanted for so long, make sure that you are grateful for that job that you do still have. If you haven't still been able to afford that dream holiday, make sure you're grateful for all the other holidays that you have had up until now. Having gratitude focuses your focus from being ungrateful to actually still being grateful for the things that you do have. Showing resilience literally strengthens your ability to face challenges, because you now have that growing and learning mindset, and you're not just like, oh my god, like I don't have that big house, my life has ended, why me, this sucks, my friend got that big house, my boss got that big house, so why not me? Instead, you're like, okay, cool, like I have this house, I'm very happy, I'm grateful to just have a roof above my head, but now what can I do to get up here? I'm here, but what can I do to get up here? That way you're still growing, you're still learning, and you're still appreciating what you do have. You're not just being some ungrateful brat that's just like, oh my god, like I don't have that, like how could that happen to me? No. And that's literally how you should move with everything that you want in life. I feel like this ties perfectly into Sikhism, which is my religion, because we are always taught to stay in Jaddi, which means staying optimistic. Like that way it just helps me to let others judge. You know, if others are judging me, let them judge me and let me do me. I feel like it just ties perfectly, and that way I am still very optimistic. I'm like, I don't have this, but I really want to work towards it, but also staying in that Jaddi Kala, so also just being happy. You know, God has given you a lot, you're alive. I think that's a very big blessing as it is. My challenge to you is that think of at least one thing that you are grateful and let me know down in the comments. Number 5 is stay truth to yourself. Staying true to yourself is the ultimate act of being in your feminine energy, because you are no longer chasing trends, you are no longer looking for validation, and you are simply happy within yourself, what you're wearing, not chasing any trends, and literally just doing what you want, nobody else. Peer pressure has nothing on you, other people, what they say have nothing on you, but you're literally just you doing you. My example is a big one for this, and that is not being modest, you know. And I wanted to wear the shortest clothes for my Instagram. That would get me likes, that would get me comments, and that did get me likes, that did get me comments from the wrong audience, which was obviously thirsty men. You know, I do not want that anymore. That was 3-4 years ago. And then it came down to me really asking, like, do I really want this? Like, do I really want this sort of attention? And I remember my mom telling me a couple of years ago, she's like you're posting on Instagram, but you're not posting anything that people can, you know, learn from. And I remember she told me that last year, and since then I've changed around my niche, I've changed around how I dress, which was about 2 years ago, and I finally just don't care about impressing men anymore. I don't care about what anyone says, I don't care about what girls think about me, what I wear, what I don't wear. It's literally about me staying true to myself, which is praying, which is covering myself, and that's my values that I have embedded in me now. And I have found my audience, you guys. Like the amount of girls that get messaging me, like young Punjabi girls, they're like, how do you do this? Like, we see you as a big sister, you're so inspiring, how you have the modern and traditional twist and how you just do it all together. Like, that's amazing. And I've never been so happy, and I've never seen so much growth, and that's crazy. Like, all I had to do was stay true to myself, and like, wow, it does wonders. Number 6 is be loving to others through kindness. In a rushed world, small acts like giving someone a compliment, smiling at someone, saying thank you, saying have a nice day, saying, if someone asks you how are you, make sure you're saying I'm good, how are you. In a small world, everyone is rushed, like literally 9 a.m, like, you know, it's hustling, bustling, peak hour traffic. So what I like to do is, you know, like sometimes if I am on the road, and if no one's gonna die, but someone has made that mistake on the road, I'm not gonna honk. Like, I never honk. It takes a lot for me to honk. Like, if someone's like, you know, maybe they're backing up their car and it's about to hit me, then I'd be like, whoa, like, you know, relax. But otherwise I never honk. I'm like, you know, I'm sure this person doesn't want to, you know, bump into me or like crash into me. What are the chances, right? So I'm like, let's let them be. Like, everyone makes mistakes, it's fine. It's things like that. And I feel like my whole life, like I have just been holding a grudge towards everyone, and just letting it all go and taking people for who they are makes me so happy. Kind to my parents, my cousins, and just staying in the moment is a very, very big goal for this year. And honestly, so far, since my brother has moved to America, it's just been me at home, and I feel like it's like I'm my parents' only child just because he's so far away. It's not true, but just because he's so far away, it's just been so great. And I feel like I've just learned to let go, take my parents for how they are, They are amazing, by the way, but you know, like sometimes it can get a little bit whatever. But yeah, I've never been so happy just staying at home with my parents. Like, it's been amazing, and that was just for me to start taking others for as they are, literally, and it has been game changing. So literally try it out, because kindness is amazing, but it's hard to get here. You have to do a lot of work. Once that work is done and you are here, it's honestly so beautiful. Number 7 is set healthy boundaries for self-growth. Boundaries is so important. It's my absolute favorite. Boundaries is not you punishing yourself, but in fact you are showing the other person, like, I respect you and I respect myself, so this is my boundary. Please don't cross this, because if you don't cross this, it's good for you and for me. We have that mutual respect and we maintain it. While being in your feminine era is all about loving, caring, and just letting people be, boundaries is so important. You are not pushing them away, you are not hurting them. It is completely opposite. In fact, setting boundaries is very important. It's so important with your husband, with your boyfriend, with your brother, with your sister, with your family, because that way people don't walk all over you. Because if you're too innocent, if you're too like naive, and if you're just like, you know what, like, I'm the good guy, like, you do you, I don't care, people will, trust me on this, people will walk all over you. In a world that is so demanding, saying no and just saying like sorry is so feminine, because you are finally prioritizing yourself, your peace, your time, because that's valuable. Okay, so learn how to say no, learn how to get people to respect your boundaries. It's so important, and it's just needed. Number 8 is let go of other people's judgment. The only reason why people judge is because they have this image of you, and if you don't meet that standard that they have set for you, they will judge you. They look at you through their own lens. Okay, the reason why other people judge you is because you fail to live up to that image of you that they have in their head. People look at you through their own lenses, through their own beliefs, disbeliefs. It's got nothing to do with you. Do not take it seriously. One thing that has really helped me with this is the current book that I'm reading, and it's called The Let Them Theory, and it's just about taking people for who they are, and I really highly recommend it. If you're someone that's struggling with just other people's judgments, opinions, you feel like they really just drain you, read that book, because it teaches you to just let them be. You know, like, if someone doesn't reply, it doesn't even have to be personal. Maybe that person really has got a lot going on, so do not even take these things personally. Just let them be. And it has been a mind changer, because sometimes I really just have to tell myself, I'm like, why is this person not replying to me? Why is this person hanging out with them but not with me? This isn't me, by the way, before, but it was once, right? Like, I used to take everything so personally, and now even when my mom talks about someone and tells me, I'm like, you know what, like, it's okay, maybe that person has got a lot on their plate, like, it's fine, don't worry about it. So it's really healthy, not just for me, but I can have this conversation with my parents, with maybe my cousins, with my friends, and it also helps them as well. So sometimes you just need that maybe external validation. But yeah, that book is honestly game changing, and I feel like has helped me so much, so you should definitely go try reading. Number 9, and this probably has to be my favorite one, and that is get yourself a hobby. Being feminine, and I feel like there's so many like memes out there, like, girls are so clingy to their men, girls are this, that, girls are like, you know, this, that, whatever, like, girls are so clingy to their men, they stick to their men. Which, okay, like, it might be true, but why? Like, why do you need to do that? You know, like, have your own hobby, have your own life. Like, that relationship isn't everything to you, you know? I think the most beautiful thing a girl can do for herself is have a life outside your relationship, and that's just one example. Have a life outside your friend group, from your parents, your family, you know, like, you're your own person. You meet them and then you guys do something together, but when you leave, you're your own person. You're not going to be bored. You're not going to sit home and be like, hi, when do you finish work, let's do something. Like, that's your fault. Like, why didn't you go to the gym with me? No, you go to the gym alone. No, you go get ice cream alone. Why can't you do anything alone? It's so important to have a hobby. Okay, the hobby can be reading, the hobby can be painting, listening to music, going for a walk, gym, Pilates. Guys, there's so many options. Keep yourself busy. It's the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. Just keep yourself busy. Stop looking at your man, stop looking at someone. Like, of course it's great to do something with other people, but at the end of the day, I feel like you're your own person. I feel like hobbies are so important. Hobbies is something that we love, and I think we need some time to ourselves. So go find yourself a hobby. 10 is the last one, that is embrace self-love as feminine strength. Love is not you being weak. Self-love is so strong. Self-love means you telling the whole world that you guys are all great, you guys are all fine, but I love myself, and if I am not happy, I'm not going to go to that party. If I'm not happy, I'm not going to see that person. Self-love just ties everything that we have talked about together. Self-love is having a hobby. Self-love is having a hobby. Self-love is also looking at other people with kindness. Self-love is setting healthy boundaries for yourself, for others. Self-love is letting go of other people's judgment. Self-love is confidence. Self-love is taking yourself out on solo dates. I hated solo dates. I was like, this is like so silly. Since I've been doing it, there is no going back. It is game changing, guys. Like, self-love, how I see it, if I am not happy, how can I keep someone else happy? How can I be confident? How can I, like, not let others judge me? I'm so unhappy, so of course, and anyone can walk over me, but when my cup is full, when I'm happy, everything falls into place. I'm gonna start taking myself on solo dates. Solo dates have to be a part of your self-love journey, but once you're up there, you'll be confident. Everything just plays. It's like a jigsaw puzzle that you sort of have to solve, and once it's solved, you'll see the little sections like, okay, self-love, and this is my confidence, this is me not judging others, this is me learning and moving by the let them think. If you are still not sure how to love yourself, I have posted so many videos on self-love, so feel free to go check them out. That was our last point for the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave down a comment if you did, and I will see you guys in the next video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.